this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for our 2 antique booths and our 2 antique malls that we're in. Maumee Antiques in Maumee, Ohio, and Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan. So we are in Ludington, Michigan on a little vacation, and we are going garage selling. We had no idea there were so many around here, but a lot of impromptu. So come along with us. So apparently there's a barn estate sale up here in the middle of nowhere land. And in fact, our GPS even told us the wrong place. But I see a bunch of cars up here, so I think that's a good sign that that's where it is. So you never know where the road's going to take you when you're out garage sailing. So this farm was kind of way back in, and it had a lot of outbuildings. And unfortunately, we were not there on the first day, so the outbuildings, I bet, were just full of stuff. But I'm going through here some of the barns and some of the little sheds that they have on the property, and it was a cool property to see. That's the kind of place I'd like to live in. I like all that old stuff. But like I said, the barns and that, I think, were already picked through pretty good, and there was not a whole lot left for us to look at. There's a few tools there. I got a tennis racket for $1 there. And then this is the front porch. And there was a lot of cool stuff like that planter, but the price was not right. So you're going to see a lot of things and think to yourself, why didn't she buy this? And that's why. The price has to be right. I'm buying to resell, and I have to be able to triple what I paid for items. So I did get a big box of Legos up here in one of these bedrooms and some other toys in there. And I think I did pretty good on that. Here's another little shed out in the back that didn't have much left in it. Like I said, I think it's been all picked through, but it was cool to go in those buildings. Oh, that was fun. So we did pretty good at that estate sale. I got a couple boxes of some Legos and various Ninja Turtle toys, which could be the old ones. I'm not sure. I paid $12 for them. I don't know. We'll see how I do with that one. But I got a tool, a kitchen tool that I want to show you folks too. So stay tuned to the end and we'll show you all that stuff. We're going to check out this thrift store here. It's called a New Hope. It's an outlet store. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but looks pretty big. We're definitely going to check it out. So right around the corner of the parking lot, there's a Goodwill. We'll definitely have to check that one out. I'll show you all the stuff at the end. We did pretty good there. The prices were really good. So we got some like Thai stuffed animals in there. They were $4 for a bag, and there was 4 of them in there. So that was a pretty good deal. I usually get $3-4 a piece. But other than that, that's all we got there. And I'll be showing you all that at the end. So we are at Yada Yada Resale. Great name, by the way. And we're going to go check this one out. I don't know if this is a thrift store, or I'm not sure exactly if it's consignment or what it is, but we'll go check it out. That store on the inside is just beautiful. It's a very nice store. There was nothing we picked up today, but had I lived in the area, I'd probably be here weekly checking it out to see what kind of stuff comes in. So let's go on to the next thing. So we're taking a little break from the thrift stores and the garage sales, and we're going down to the lake. This is downtown Ludington area here. And this is the whole reason why we come here. I always like going there. Any place by the water is always a good thing. It's pretty busy down here today. Lots of folks. Little restaurants and shops and stuff downstairs on downtown. It's a pretty nice little downtown area. So here's Lake Michigan right out here. And we're going to go, the state park is actually closed for renovations, but we're going to go down as close as we can to the entrance, because apparently you can still go there and pull off and go to the beach. So this road kind of hugs the coast the whole way. Look at that skate park. My son would have loved that. So here's the beautiful beach area that's in just out of Ludington, Michigan, in downtown area. You could walk to it. I mean, it's so close. Like I said, we didn't be able to go to the state park, which is beautiful, and there was quite a drive up to the state park that you can look at the beach there. But everything else was closed because they're renovating it, and I believe it's all done now. So that's the lighthouse that we're going to in the city beach area, and it was a long walk. It was like, I think it was like a half a mile out there. So but it was fun, and it was cool to see. And Lake Michigan is a little bit more of a rougher lake with waves than like Lake Huron and some of the other ones. Of course, Superior is always can be rough, and it can be totally smooth. You never know. But Lake Michigan tends to have more wind and that from it. So you had one side lots of waves, and the other side was all calm. with that little breaker wall there to the lighthouse. It's beautiful. Beautiful scenery if you've never been in this area. This is the town of Pentwater, and if I remember correctly, there used to be an antique store up here. I'm not sure it's still there or not, but we'll drive on through and see. This is one of the prettiest little towns you can ever see. Look at this harbor here, right in the middle of town. What do you do? I think this building is all new. I want to say it was over here because we parked in the back. I think that little shop has been replaced by a big giant new building. So here's an elk ranch that we went to right outside of Ludington, Michigan, and here's the hours of operation, but always check before you go because things can change. They took us on like a wagon tour throughout the various pens of elk that they had there, which was really cool to see. They were very friendly.
On this farm. He came from a farm in Ohio. He was part of a deal that he had with a couple elk, and we'd got him and his uncle. His uncle, he just sold him, I think, just over a year ago. He sold his uncle, but his uncle was a breeder here and produced some pretty good bulls, and we actually have one. The guy that's laying down on the right side of the wagon towards the front, he's scratching himself with his antler, is offspring of his uncle, and he's probably going to use him to breed with this year.
Hungry?
He's just a very big, massive bull. Most of the elk in this pen are the same age. They're 3 years. If you notice on the antler, there's some spots that look like they're wet. They produce an oil that fast that if stretch too much, it'll split and crack. It'll be painful.
Is that good? Is that good? I think we had to do something, didn't you? You had to do something. You smelling us? No Louise, huh? Oh, aren't you pretty? Oh, so cute. So here's all the stuff that I got at the Ludington thrift stores and the garage sales, and some of the stuff you saw and some of it you didn't, because we were all over the place and sometimes I didn't have my camera on me. So we found some impromptu sales. This was really nice. I paid $10 for this. It's worth about $100. It's all stained glass. It's beautiful. They say $200, but I'm thinking it's kind of modern. I'm kind of thinking around $100, maybe $150. This was an estate sale, all this holiday stuff. I don't normally buy this kind of stuff, but with the 2 vintage market shows coming up, I got the fiber optic stuff because that kind of draws people in. So I paid like $1 for all this holiday stuff, and I could probably get about maybe 7 to 10 in each of those. This was a surprise. I think I paid $1 or $2 for it. I can't even remember. Nope, $3. And I actually can't even remember where I got it, but it's worth like $50. So it's really nice. This cow picture I just liked. I don't know why, but it was $3. It's modern. It has a $50 price tag on the back. I'll probably put about $20 on that. These in here are all the little people that I got. I got them 3 for $1. I get $2 a piece for those all day. So there's a big bag full of them. That was a good find. And then over here I got some couple little chains for $1. I'm going to use for some pendants that I have. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye, and we'll see you again. Bye.